This is the view every morning when Stormy and I leave the apartment to go for our first walk of the day. It's in the afternoon now, so the sun is pointing at us, but in the morning it's behind us. This morning when we got up, walked over here, walked down these steps, you can see the greenery. This apartment complex is built on a series of hills right next to a wilderness area that was still left wild. You'll see why when I point the camera over the fence. It's very, very hilly, very deep, and not suitable for building down there because it's a natural drainage plain. So you can see down there a lot of hills, trees, very wooded area, and right next to it is this side of the building. Well, we walk this every morning. It's not unusual for us to see deer. I don't see any now, but it's not unusual for us to see deer first thing in the morning. What was unusual today was when we walked this around noon, we saw a deer, and I'm about to show you where. That's just a big field of cattails. It was brown when I got here in March, right before Easter. Anyway, here's the back of the apartment complex. More hills. And right there, where that shadow is, was a deer. A big doe deer. Obviously the deer in Ohio are better fed than the deer in the Upper Peninsula. No deer now. Like I said, it's about 5:30 in the afternoon, about 92 degrees. This is the back of the apartment complex. These people look out on this wooded area, which is somewhat extensive. I mean, this is relatively old growth trees too. If you ask me, it's a weird place to put an apartment complex. But you can see the fencing down there, and that was all built up. Go around the corner here. This is the other side of the complex. You can see the fresh tar, fresh paint. They did all that in the last 10 days. Very disruptive. Couldn't find a parking spot. And last weekend I was concerned about leaving the parking spot I did have because somebody would take it. Fortunately, this weekend all the blacktopping is done. This is the front door of my apartment complex. 1111 is my apartment. I almost never use this door though. It's right next door to the other door. And when we go out and come in, the dog upstairs hears us and it's noisy. So which is why I use the patio door as my front door. Anyway, I just wanted to show you where we saw the deer today at lunch.